Hi there. This video will teach you how to use your Chromebook for Zoom. So it will cover how to log in for the first time, entering that meeting ID and password, how to split your screen, and rejoining the same meeting at a different time. So let's start with logging in. To log in for the very first time, you'll notice that down at the bottom of your Chromebook is a toolbar. This toolbar has several icons, including the Google Chrome and several of the apps that you'll be using most. You're going to select the one that is blue, the Zoom icon that looks like a video recorder. When you select the Zoom, it's going to ask you to sign in with Google. It's very important that you select this one because since it is a Google Chromebook, your Google email and password have already been auto-saved. So as soon as you select that sign in with Google, it will automatically take you to the next screen, which will autosave in the corner here with your Gmail account and password and your first name. So you'll select join a meeting, and this is where you're going to type in that meeting ID from your teacher. Once you have typed in your meeting ID, you're going to select join. It will then prompt you to put in your meeting password. Again, if you forgot this, reach out to your teacher, and then you'll select the join icon. From here, it will show you a video preview. You want to make sure that you are in a place where the teacher will be able to see you, the background is not distracting, and you're going to select Join with Video. Once you have joined with video, you will automatically be submitted into the class. You might have a wait room where your teacher will select when the class has began to have you join. But here is an example of sharing screen. So here we can see that the teacher is sharing her agenda for the day, but it's kind of small. We can see that it doesn't fill the entire screen. So we can select this expansion button here. This is the little box in the corner. This is the icon for full screen. This will make everything larger. So now we can see that the Zoom takes up the entire screen on my Chromebook. To exit this screen, all you would need to do is click the Exit Full Screen. Now let's say your teacher wants you to go on to Nearpod for an interactive lesson. Great. So the first thing that you're going to have to do to split your screen is you're going to have to make sure that your Zoom is not on full screen mode. So again, if it's still in full screen mode, be sure to click off of full screen. Then you're going to do something special with your keyboard. So this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to find the button on your keypad that says Alt, and then you're going to find the brackets. The brackets facing towards the left will have your screen scoot towards the left. If you press Alt and the bracket facing towards the right, then your screen will be pulled towards the right. So again, to split my screen, I'm going to have mine go here towards the left side of my screen. So I'm going to press that Alt key on my keyboard and the bracket that faces towards the left. So here I'm going to do it. So Alt and bracket. Now you'll see that my screen went from the middle to just the left side. Then I'm going to be opening up the Nearpod. So here we can see that the teacher has shared her screen with the Nearpod code. So I'm going to go back to Clever and I'm going to select the Nearpod. It's going to ask me for that code that I need, but I can't see my Zoom anymore. So I'm going to do those same steps to make sure that I can split the screen so I can see Nearpod and Zoom at the same time. So I'm going to go up to the top where you see the icon for minimize, which shows two squares. So I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to repeat that step. So now that I know that it's in minimize mode, I'm going to do the Alt key, and this time I'm going to click on the bracket that opens towards the right. So this way my Nearpod will slide towards the right side of my screen. So here I'm going to press Alt and bracket right, and we can see that it went towards the right side of my screen. Now I can see both my Nearpod and my Zoom at the same time, so I can easily enter in that code that's on the teacher's screen and select the Join button. When you join for the very first time on Nearpod, you're going to select Log in with Google. It will then show you your Google login, and all you have to do is select it, yes. It's going to ask you, hey, is this your name? You'll say yes, continue, and you'll be able to join in with the Nearpod fun. Now, if your teacher has a drawed activity, this is a little bit harder than on your iPad because now you have just a small area called a trackpad where your fingers can go on your Chromebook. So it's that space below the keyboard. So as you're navigating through it, there are some special buttons here that will help you. So if you have a drawed activity here, the teacher wants you to take this number and put it in expanded form. Instead of clicking the draw icon like you would on your iPad, you can select the T for typing. So you can type in your answer and then drag by clicking on this little button here with the arrows and drag it into the box to select your correct answer. All right, now let's review. So let's say class is dismissed, you're on a break, and you want to go back into the same Zoom room. Here's how you join a meeting for the next time. All you need to do is click again on that Zoom icon down at the bottom of your toolbar. Once you do, then you're going to select Join a Meeting. You're going to see that you're already logged in. That's the amazing part of Google. Then, when you click on the drop arrow, it's going to show all the meetings that you have already been a part of. So, if you have more than one homeroom teacher, it will show you all the ones that you've logged into. You select the one that you want to join, and then all you have to do is select the join button and enter that password again. So, I would make sure that if you have multiple Zoom classes that you're joining, that you have those passwords and meeting ID numbers in a notebook that's close by you. Then you'll just select join and you're ready to go. It'll show connecting. And sometimes you might be put here in the waiting room while your teacher checks and makes sure that it is you with your video before you log in. And that is all you need to be successful with your adventures in Zoom.